right here, no prep. I just finished the martial arts session with a friend of mine who's a Chinese herbalist, acupuncturist, and happens to have studied Chinese martial arts for 20 years. And we had a private session here, and I am aching. My body is in pain. And I have my nephew coming over in a little bit. And one of the things I love to share with my niece and nephew is lessons that I'm learning from life when I meet them. I ask them, I said, what have you learned at school this week? What's been your highlight? What's been your low light? And I like to share my late realization. So I wanted to come on the camera and just share with you guys before my nephew turns up what realizations I've had. So the first one is pain, because I haven't done martial arts like this for a little while. And so the body becomes acclimatized in a state of homeostasis. And we know this from medical training, from in the world of biology, that the body wants to be calm and relaxed. It wants to not be put out of that. I've got some really good smooth jazz in the background. It's actually jazz fusion. Love this stuff. So this is my vibe on a Friday. Anyway, so the first thing, did I tell you guys that I suffered from ADHD? Sometimes still a little bit. So I can kind of go from this to this to this to this. It's very manageable now. I don't take any medications for it. It's just naturally done. Anyway, so I like to jump from subject to other. Hopefully you can hear all this because I got the incredible Valery Stepanov in the background with his jazz fusion. If you haven't checked out Valery Stepanov, check him out. The guy is a genius musician. Notice how I'm subject jumping. Let me come back to the 3 lessons. All right, so the first lesson is pain. Because the body is in homeostasis, it doesn't like to be rocked out. So we were deliberately doing impact work. So I don't know if you can see it, but I've got my elbows and forearms are red because we've been doing impact work. So it really gets the blood working, it jolts the body, but it's very good because what it's doing, it's conditioning, right? So we're conditioning the body to a higher level of pain, resistance. We're building resilience. And I love this as a metaphor in life, that when we endure a certain amount of pain or discomfort that is not going to cause injury, but is enough to create a little discomfort, those things help to strengthen the body in general. Obviously, I'm not a medical advisor, I'm not giving you medical advice, but for me, to endure a certain amount of pain in a controlled way and then just work through the pain, feel it and go through it, has been very valuable. So pain in a controlled way builds resilience. That's lesson number 1. The second lesson is just to be able to surrender to somebody who's teaching you and shut the up. Like, don't interrupt him, just let him do his thing. And you know, as a coach, a teacher, as a mentor myself, I'm used to sharing, giving advice, coaching, and being in the mode of giving advice or wisdom or sharing. But sometimes it's important, even as coaches and mentors, to just shut the hell up and just receive. And I know many of my friends who are fellow coaches, mentors, healers, helpers, you get this, right? That we have to be receiving ourselves. That means we have to close this and have this open, and actually have this open, right? The ears of our heart, the eyes of our heart, so we can see and hear with the higher purpose and receive. So the second lesson I have is learn to stay silent and receive coaching and guidance from somebody, even though you may not like what they're saying. And the third thing is enjoy music with your workouts. Listen to this. Damn! Those of you guys who don't know, I come from a background where I grew up with jazz, rock, fusion, Santana, John McLaughlin, Led Zeppelin a little bit, Dire Straits. Oh man, I mean, this music feeds my soul. It's a natural high. It so is. So how can you use music to elevate your state, to work through pain, to work through discomfort, to work through chores, and to work through difficult phases of our life? How can we raise our emotion? Because when we can use music strategically to raise our emotion, a lot of people listen to love songs and get all sad and cry, and that's great, but do you really want to be in a state where you're missing somebody and crying and longing for somebody and going to a state of remorse? Or are you using music to lift you into a space of elevation, empowerment, happiness, joyfulness? So we get to choose what we consume, not just through our mouth, but through our ears, right? This is a valuable lesson. What are we consuming? Not just with this, right? I mean, I'm plant-based. I'm not saying you need to be, but I'm plant-based because I want to reduce the amount of food that goes inside, and healthy plant-based, not these fried vegan burgers. I try and keep it clean because at over 50 now, I want to honor this vessel more and more, so that it stands less to time. So I honor what I put through this mouth, but I also honor what goes through the ears as much as possible. I don't watch EastEnders no more. Nothing against anybody who does, but I don't want to be doing that drama. And I want to listen to music that nurtures my soul. For you, this might be noise. For me, I love it. What's your thing that gives you joy, passion? For me, I mean this guy right here. Wow. I don't care if you think I'm mad or if my people think I'm mad. I love it, and it's not harming no one. So I feed off this music and it raises my vibration. So a better me shows up in my family, in my friend circle, for my nephew, for the people that I care for. A better version of me shows up because I'm high vibe, and it means that I can give more and I can be more authentic with those people. Anyway, that's all I got to share. Share it with the heart. Share your sharing with the heart. We should share more with the heart, all of us. That's what I got to say. That's all I got to say for now. So, stay blessed, stay empowered, and be choosy about what you allow through your ears, eyes, and mouth. Listen to that. Like the breaks in the music. Valery Stefanov is a genius. I'll tag his music in the comments below. I mean, even if you're not into jazz rock or jazz fusion, just to appreciate the value of these musicians, I mean, it's such an honor. I mean, I'm a musician, an artist, I sing and I play. You know, those of you guys who know I love singing and playing. But I'm not in this guy's league. But I do me, and I do it with heart. So that's another realization. What can you do that may not be great and amazing and super high level, but it's you, it's your authentic expression? What is that? Creativity-wise, intellectuality-wise, physicality-wise, spirituality-wise, just simple acts. What is it that you do that you can do for somebody that's an authentic expression? Or just for yourself? Listen to that. I hope this doesn't get blocked on Facebook or other places because the guy's music is there, but I'll give full credit to Valery Stepanov. I mean, insane musicians around him. Anyway, to all my musician friends, all my fellow coaches, mentors, healers, helpers, the world needs us right now. Do your thing. Peace out.